So come on in, take a sip. Let's wind down on the Sunday grid. Today, I thought, you know what? Let's have some champagne again, but let's throw a little chartreuse in it and some absinthe and a little bit of lime pulp. And you know what? I don't even know what to call it, but I'm just going to call it Christopher's Magical Sunday Morning Cure-All, or maybe it's Christopher's Panacea. I don't know. Not even sick. Don't even feel, but whatever. It just seems to make the day better. So, now, I wanted to share something with you that was so beautiful. Yesterday, it was, I guess, about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It's starting to get so dark here early because Germany's up on the 49th parallel and it just gets darker. In the summertime, we have such long, bright days that go until like almost midnight. And then here, when we get closer to the winter, it gets closer and closer to dark by 4 p.m. And probably until 8 a.m. Just darkness, right? Which is actually kind of nice for people like me. But nevertheless, it worked. But I wanted to share with you this rainbow that I caught right off of the back terrace. I was standing in the living room. I was pouring a glass of wine, go figure. And there it was, just as gorgeous as it could be. And I just thought I would share that with you because why not? It's a happy thing, okay? So, looks like getting into our grid here. If we can get this pulled up. Looks like we've got ourselves a Joe Dini grid construction, which is great. I can't tell you how many I've seen from him, and they've all been pretty remarkable. So generally speaking, I'm feeling like we're going to have some nice clean fill, and it's just going to be a fun grid because, he's a fun guy. So not a fungus, it's a fun guy, but yeah, you know what I mean. Let's hop into our grid. Let's see what we got. Oh boy, just like every Sunday, it always takes my breath away. Man, that's a big grid, right? So let's see what we've got. Let's just have a little bit of solver's courage. That is so good. I don't know. Is that a name of an actual cocktail? Has somebody else ever done this before? I need to probably look that up. Seems like something Hemingway would have drank in the mornings while going through the obituaries, right? Okay, so establishment where you might eat a muffin while petting a ragamuffin. Chocolate source, we're going to go with cacao. Small square, ooh, 1. That's a good one. That's true. Long-time NASCAR sponsor. Oh, that's got to be STP, right? I cannot think of anything else. Campaign of mind games in brief. I know I'm getting off here. I think this is PSYOP though. So let's just take a look here. Let's just go back where we belong. Let's start normal. Decks out could be adorns. Clay pigeon for 1. I know that ET at the end is telling me target. Diamond pattern, Argyle. I still love Argyle socks. I wear them anytime I can find a pair with my favorite colors. Supergroup that performed at Woodstock familiarly. And I think this is Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. And oh my gosh, Teach Your Children. Our House. I mean, all these great songs. I was a fan of CSNY. I don't think they were even really a thing after I was born, but I was always a fan. Establishment where you might eat a muffin while petting a rabbit. So I guess this is a cat cafe. I've never heard of one. Leaning could be a tilt. Okay. To the stars in Latin, and that's ad astra. Ad aspera, ad astra, the Latin phrase for, through inspiration and, hard work, etc. The stars. Library amenity. How about free Wi-Fi? That's a little giffy. Let's see where to watch the big game. I was thinking this might become a safari and wax-coated cheese, eat 'em, and of course it's also cheese made backwards. If you start with the M-A-D-E, made cheese. Players who straddle 2 positions in hoops lingo, and I think these are tweeners. Investigative journalist Harbell, that's Ida. Man, the Idas of the world are making their way into the grid over the last few weeks. Have we noticed that? Prepare for the stand. Perhaps I'm going to swear in to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Anecdotes more likely to elicit eye rolls. I don't know. Popular piercing site, I guess. Ear. Cornier. Well, anecdotes, right? So maybe cornier stories. The name of this grid is The Eyes Have It. So, cornier versus corner stories, or corner stores, depending. Highway that includes a Lake Michigan ferry crossing. Never been there. But through crosswords, I know that's US 10, or at least I'm thinking that's what it is. Broke down could be wept. Virtual animal companion. Let loose. Part of a series, perhaps a season. Nothing's really feeling like it just belongs either, right? Which is a quality that I love in a puzzle. Followed, maybe ensued. The thing is, I like it when it kind of keeps me on my toes, right? Movie ending, perhaps this is a movie goer. And let loose, I guess that could be to uncage. What is this right here? As I said, okay, all right, we're getting there. On which you might play I Spy. I guess a car trip. I don't know about anyone here. If you're from anywhere other than the continental United States, or even the outlying United States, do y'all play road trip games when you're driving with your parents or whatever as children? We did in America. We always played Slug Bug, though, which we spot a Volkswagen Beetle, and then you could say Slug Bug, and points out. Qualities of the perfect rant. The virtual animal. I guess this is a Neopet. Never heard of one of these either. So, sign of a hit. DC Insiders of Paul, perhaps. So I guess standing room only is the hit. And brand for Buddy. Buddy's capitalized. Qualities of the perfect rant. With a question mark. Is this a tirade something? Cave dweller? Well, it could be an eel. I'll be maybe G. Union and league varieties belong to rugby. So to all of our friends in the United Kingdom and Australia and anywhere else where you play this fantastic game, I love watching it. So just saying, ooh, right? Bravo. Popular news source. Fast casual bakery chain. I'm assuming they're shooting for a Panera. Some drink garnishes. Okay. Madcap could be zany. And that tells me we're probably talking about zests, which I have right in here. It is so good. Naval rank, that is an ensign. A butter bar would be a second lieutenant in any other services, but no, in the Navy we got to be different. Ensign. It's a young flag, I guess. Popular news source. I'm gonna go with public radio. Just see where it goes from there. Open as an envelope, perhaps for unsealing it. Let the situation play out. Oh my gosh. So I guess this could be see where it goes. See what happens, maybe. I don't know. And they would both fit. Morgantown State, and that would be West Virginia. Home of the Big 12 school, the University of West Virginia. Menu items McDonald's no longer offers in America. Salads. But I do believe they have them here in Germany. Goes places, perhaps travels. Let the situation play out. See, spot for a rake. Well, I guess we're talking about the actual garden rake and not a douchebag dude. So qualities of the perfect rant. Anti-traffic org, maybe the DEA. So these are maybe tirade ideals. So I guess it's going to be see what. Okay, we kind of figured that was coming. 2 for an opinion, 2 cents, Spanish tile. How about Senora? Exodus figure, maybe the Pharaoh. And I guess we could go with what happens now pretty safely. Old t-shirt, maybe a rag. Seinfeld, curmudgeon, and I'm assuming they're shooting for George Costanza here. And again, a funny thing is I've never seen a single episode of Seinfeld. Ever. Well, no. I did see one on YouTube somebody sent to me where somebody found out that their father was John Cheever's secret lover. Well, that was pretty cool because I'm a huge John P. Cheever fan. So made like maybe 8. Script specifications, perhaps doses. What's this poo? Mini designer dog need. Okay, that works, I guess. Extreme pessimists. I guess doomers. I've never heard of them, I guess. Well, maybe I have. Doomsdayers, something like that. But, sporty Mazda model could be a Miata. Watch for hours, perhaps we're binging. Gas brand. How about mobile? Reasons that commuters might prefer Uber. Ugh. Fruity dessert. Oh, wait a minute. Brand for buddy looks like it could be an Alpo. Ship's body, probably a hull. Comparatively low. Liberty Bell composer. John Philip Sousa. Drug whose therapeutic value in alcoholics was advocated by Bill W. of Alcoholics Anonymous. And I guess this would be LSD. And I guess comparatively low is as sad. Okay. More risque assertion. I guess this could be a claim of some sort. 200 milligrams to a jeweler. I guess that's a carat. I'm because I had claim there, I didn't put, as I usually do, a carat with a K because, being in Europe, it's a K, right? Especially here in Germany. So I'm always getting that wrong. I'm going to go with sorbet. So reasons, giving off. Yeah, the bonnie boat was once we sailed into the mystic. It's like, that should be one of me and Jerry's. I think that's probably our song, I think. I always thought it was The Cure. But no, it might be that Into the Mystic. We both love it. So I think giving off should be maybe exudes. No, that's not going to work. Well, it might, actually. So, my time to shine, maybe I'm on versus I'm up. It could be I'm up on the... I don't know yet. Complete in a tidy manner. Perhaps this is to button up. And on the disorderly education, say tumult. Oh, exuding. Okay, I come on. It's a tense. I should probably pay attention to the tense. And so I guess we are on the dot here, which is cool. And became, maybe grew into. I feel like I'm having to check every single thing that we do. There's not a whole lot that just jumps out here at me that I just don't know. I've not really been hit with anything that I just know other than the Air the Bonnie Boat, right? From Van Morrison. I don't know, small screen release. Oh, maybe an amp. Cool, calm, and collected. I like to think of myself as poised, but I'm probably not. That had to hurt. How about oof? Observes Yom Kippur. I guess we could be fasting for that. Largest of the citrus fruits. And we were just talking about this the other day. Those are just those things you gotta kind of commit to memory, right? Most favorable conditions. I'm assuming Optima. Lipstick container, a tube. See, now I feel comfortable with tube here. I feel comfortable with app and oof, but not a whole lot else, right? Put forward, perhaps we're talking about opining, tight-fitting suits, maybe Speedos. The clue-ing letter, I guess this is an S. Oh, I hate that. Anyway, it is what it is. He grew into it. Light units, perhaps watts. Director Johnson, I don't know yet. A lot of them. Let's see, control. And ones with flexible minds and bodies. We're gonna have to get some more downs on that one. Acquire something through hard work. Maybe earn it. Hose. Control could be rein in. But I don't know about you, but none of it just feels like, yeah, that's it. Jalapenos, hotter cousins. See, now I feel pretty good about Serrano here. That's just because it's one of the 4 food groups in Texas, right? So, hose. Source of a life-saving shot. Oh, got 6 letters. Let's go with an EpiPen. See where that plays. Hose. Oh, nylons. Okay, I was thinking to hose somebody, like screw them over, right? Not online. Online. How about in real life? And I guess ones with flexible minds and bodies are pliant geniuses versus plant genuses. You know, interesting. Totally crush it. Perhaps is to slay. Fuzzy fruits could be kiwis. Foil wrapped treat, maybe a Hershey kiss. Let's try to clean some of this up. Let's get really enjoy. How about they really dig in that? What do we got here? Points out, maybe IDs. Cranky mood could be a snit. I'm rarely in one of those. In-depth knowledge of the menu. Oops. I better pick my chair back up. My foot just caught the button that sends me down. Okay, a no blank made pollinator friendly environment. No idea. Part of an outfit. Maybe a top? Maybe a top? I mean, and maybe this is no May? I've never even heard of it, but now I like where métier is coming in here. In-depth knowledge, period. But of the menu. In-depth knowledge, yes, that's your métier, your expertise, your profession. But what about the menu? I don't know. So, okay, let's see here. Let's just go up and see if we can fix this up here. Skinny as a beanpole or thin as a rail. Well, in spite of describing me, which happens a lot, seems a splashy gambler in lingo. I think that is considered a whale. Sea between Italy and Greece. I think this is the Ionian. And Gershwin composition that opens with a famous clarinet glissando. Yes, and that is Rhapsody auf Blau, in blue. One of the things I just loved the way that was kind of the leitmotif for Jay Gatsby and the Great Gatsby, right? It's really kind of hit. So skinny as a beanpole or thin as a rail. So, okay, so wiry, I'm assuming it's as, right? Like or as generally indicates a simile. So wiry simile. Wry smile. I mean, I'm liking it. A Latin name for ancient Troy, and I think that's Ilium. Scrub could be Nix. Got another EX here. Go bad. How about expire? High style. Okay, perhaps we have an updo here. A Land's End. First name in country music, Reba. Yeah, so this is a D. This is the second time we had the S down at 120 down, and now we've got a D. Land's End is a D. I mean, I just don't really care for that too much. I should shut up, though. Diva's Time to Shine. How about an aria? Oh, boy. It is cold this morning. I went downstairs to get an espresso, and oh, my Lord. So I'm right back upstairs for my jacket. Facade could be a guy's. Let's see. Prepare. Poetic foot with a dun dun dun. And that's an anapist. English majors. Unite. Beasts of burden. How about asses? What is that then? Yodel alternatives? Ho-hos? Would have never gotten that. More risque assertion. I'm assuming this is a steamer clam or a steamier claim. Okay. But this is typical. This is Joe Dini typical. I'm loving it, actually. Prepare. Maybe to tee up. Using a little bit of golf metaphor here. Aer Lingus. To any of our friends in Ireland this morning. To Aer Lingus. Certain premarital festivities. Festivities. What is festivity anyway? So maybe stag parties. I didn't do any of that. I wanted to stay married. The oil catcher in the kitchen. How about a drip pan? Mozart's Adagio blank for violin and orchestra, and that is in E. On the study guide that's posted on our website that you can download, it's a PDF, you can put it on your phone, you can just study these basics, things like this, right? I'm thinking about adding all of the major concertos and operas and so on into, and just adding them by the composer and what the key was. I think that would be great. For those of us who studied music and are musicians, you kind of just remember, especially if you like the stuff, right? You know, like, oh yeah, it's an E or it's an A or whatever. But think about adding it to our list of things we can just kind of commit to memory to make our solving journey easier. So right now, as it stands, it's a really good study guide. It's free, of course. Just go grab it. But the link's in the description below. But for the time being, I'm thinking I might add that to there, though, maybe. One might be spotted in the Serengeti, so I guess this is a hyena. Let's see. No trouble. Ease. I think this is egrets. Is this a G? Seasonal quaff. Yes. So I think our Everglades denizens are egrets, which is good for us because sometimes they could be gators. So it's nice that we had something to go on there, right? So I guess in-depth knowledge of the menu perhaps is the waiter's métier, or a water meter, right? So the eyes have it. So commercial transport of goods. Let's see. Mulan, adversaries, I guess Huns. Why did I do that? So I guess this is going to be haulage. Country whose flag features the silhouette of a double-headed eagle, and I guess this is Albania. So about a 2-day drive from here, but I guess it could be done. Right? Hypothetical, perhaps. What if? And let's see. Believes, maybe feels. If you say so, I guess. Silent movie successor. I guess this is a talkie. And unless I fat-fingered something, which is entirely possible. We're going to go ahead and see how we do, Bob. Yay! Fantastic. Okay, well, I don't really know. There's really no faster way to get to these things unless I were to just shut up and whatnot, but then that's no fun for me. And apparently, as most of you tell me, especially those of who are my ASMR viewers, you know, you like to listen to this at night when you're sleeping or when you're working during the day, and I appreciate that. Let me be in your ear. I'm okay with this. In fact, all of our puzzles are broken down by the day of the week in playlists and stuff, so you could just listen to Monday or just Saturday grids or whatever you wanted to do. We've been putting these up for, over a year now, and we've had a few breaks here and there just due to travel or whatever, moving and so on and so forth. But on the whole, this was, again, a fantastic Joe Dini grid. He is very prolific and does fantastic work, and it's been a real pleasure to work through this grid this morning. So let's go ahead and top this one out of here for now. And I wanted to say, if you, we actually built a Patreon account, and you can find the link in the description below. And so if you like the work we're doing here and you want to support it, then by all means, consider something along those lines. If you have any ideas too, what we're thinking about doing is once a month, twice a day, on maybe the first or the fourth Sunday of the month, maybe doing a like kind of a 9 a.m. Central Eastern Time, or and then maybe doing a 5 p.m. Central Eastern Time, which so 2 hour and a half long, maybe 2 hour long sessions, just one-on-one. Or just the group in one, no holds barred, ask me anything kind of a thing. We can discuss the grids. We can discuss whatever. No topic would be off limits. So that's the initial idea, and we're creating some swag and some other stuff based on everyone's requests, and so that's coming. And so just consider it. We would certainly appreciate any support, because everything is work, but this is also pleasure, and it's a beautiful community, and I love being part of it, and I'm so happy to have everyone here. So with that, thank you for all the liking and subscribing, and for the comments. The comments, they mean the most to me, so thank you so very much. And with that, let's go ahead and bring down that see ya slide, and until we see you tomorrow for the Monday grid, the Monday mini, and soon the Guardian shorts that's coming are right up Clill Benton H. Wow. I'm looking forward to getting those up there soon, and we're thinking about adding the LA Times crosswords as well. We may put that up on Patreon. I just don't know. We're working through that. So give me your suggestions. Let me know what it is that you would like, and we'll do everything we can, if it's possible, to make that happen. So, until tomorrow, ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag, auch einen Abend und die erste der Wochenende. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. Ciao. Servus. Grüß Gott. Cin-Cin. We'll see you then. Until then, be good to yourselves, be good to your neighbors, and just live a great life. Cheers.